Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Houston Astros beat the Chicago White Sox. Or yesterday, Astros beat the Chicago White Sox 8-3. Jake Meyers goes crazy. Hunter Brown gets another win. Hunter Brown got off to a rough start to this game, but an amazing bounce back for Hunter Brown. Honestly, if it would have gotten worse for Hunter Brown, it would have definitely hurt his Cy Young chances. It's too early in the season, but especially when you're playing this kind of White Sox team. If it would have got worse for Hunter Brown, that could have been really bad. But he bounced back. And we've seen this a couple times this year, actually, in the couple games that Hunter Brown has actually struggled in. Yesterday. And the reason I'm talking about this game now, I feel like this was too good of a game to not talk about. So I'm talking about it Sunday morning after Saturday's win. I was at the airport yesterday. And so, got home late last night, went straight to sleep. So, didn't really have time to talk about the game, but wanted to this morning. Hunter Brown, we've seen this from him before this season. Minnesota, we saw in Minnesota, he got off to a really rough start. First inning, gives up 2 earned runs, but then he goes the rest of the game, goes six innings, only finishing the day with 2 earned runs. So you pitched 5 innings after that first inning with no earned runs. Or we saw against the New York Mets in his first start of the year. In the second inning, he gave up 2 earned runs. That game, he pitched 6 innings and 3 earned runs. So he went 4 innings after that with no earned run baseball. So Hunter Brown has had times this year where early on in the game he has struggled, but then has really bounced back. We saw it yesterday with the White Sox. We saw it in Minnesota. We saw it against the Mets. And so, just another very, very good start by Hunter Brown to get the win. 5-1, 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. But that wasn't the only reason the Astros won this game. It was Jake Meyers the reason why this Astros team won the game. 13 hits as a team. He had 4 of them and 2 bombs. 6 hits for the White Sox, 1 error for the Astros, 0 for the White Sox. As I talked about, Hunter Brown getting the win with 9 strikeouts, only giving up 4 hits and 3 earned runs in 6 innings. Ellard got the loss, giving up 2 earned runs with 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. Now, scoring summary. Andrew Benintendi and Vaughn hit RBI singles to make it 3-0 in the first inning. Outside of that, it was all Astros. Third inning home run for Jake Meyers, 3-1. That's his first home run of the year. It's surprising it took Jake Meyers 31 games to hit that first home run of the season when he hit his first home run last year, game 1. And not only that, but early on in the season, Jake for last year was he actually had a lot of success, hitting home runs last year early on. But then Jake Meyers hits an RBI triple to tie the game up in the 4th inning. It's a 2 RBI triple to knock in Diaz and Rogers. It's 3-3. But then this is when Jake Meyers really, really makes the Astros feel comfortable. A home run to left, 409 feet, 6th inning. DeZenzo and Rogers score, and it's 6-3. Then in the 8th inning, someone actually does something in the RBI company that is not Jake Meyers. It's a Zach DeZenzo RBI double to left. Caratini scored in 7-3. But this RBI double for DeZenzo, all it just leads to is another RBI for Jake Meyers, because then Jake Meyers brings him in with an RBI double to center field. DeZenzo scored. It's 8-3. And Jake Meyers had 7 RBIs yesterday in this game. That's absolutely crazy. The Astros haven't had a player hit 7 RBIs since September 6th, 2023. And who was that? It was another former White Sox. It was a former White Sox, Jose Abreu. And that's crazy. It's been almost 2 years since an Astro. And before that, before Jose Abreu hit 7, the last time we saw 7 RBIs in a game for an Astro was rookie Yordan Alvarez in August of 2019. And before that, it was Yuli Gurriel in 2018. This is not something that happens often for this Astros team, a player getting 7 RBIs. And Jake Meyers is the first to do it since 2023. And, also, if we don't want to count Jose Abreu, which he does count, he's the first player, since 2019. The last 2 that had done it were in 2023 and 2019. Jake Meyers is now on that list for the 2025 Houston Astros. And so he was incredible. And also the first Astros player ever to hit 2 home runs, a triple, and a double in the same game. So, yeah. All right. Jeremy Pena went 2 for 5 today. We're going to go over the Astros individual hitters. Pena went 2 for 5, leadoff single, first hit of the game, single to left in the sixth inning. That was it for JP. Altuve went 1 for 5, single to center. He finished his day 1 for 5. Jess McCormick came in late defensively. Isaac Paredes singled to center in the third inning. Altuve to third. Didn't score any runs today. Christian Walker went 0 for 5. He was the only Astros player not to have a hit today. Christian Walker, unless you include Chas McCormick, who didn't have an at bat but just came in defensively. But Yanner Diaz went 2 for 5. He continues to hit the ball well. A single to center in his first 2 at bats for Yanner Diaz, and that's another 2-hit game for Yanner. His batting average is all the way up to 218. I know that doesn't sound great, but we're talking about a guy a couple weeks ago was not even batting 100. So yeah, it's great to see Yanner Diaz hitting the ball the way he is right now. Caratini and Diaz in the same lineup in the same game. He hit a double to left in the 8th inning. Very nice for Caratini, and that led to some runs for the Astros when DeZenzo brought him in. Brendan Rodgers went 1 for 3 today with a single to left to get Diaz to second, a walk in the 6th. Jake Meyers, we've talked about it. Let's go over it one more time. Home run to left in his first at-bat, triple to center for 2 runs brought in the 4th, a 3-run home run in the 6th, 409 feet, 8th inning double to center for an RBI. DeZenzo scored, and that was it. On the Brown, in the 6 innings, after his 6 innings, we saw Brian King pitch the 7th inning, 14 pitches, gets a strikeout, no damage done. Brian Abreu in the 8th inning, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Since the Astros hit a pair of RBI doubles by DeZenzo and Meyers in the 8th inning, the Astros did not bring out Josh Hader in the 9th. You would have seen Josh Hader in that 9th inning if it wasn't for the RBI doubles of DeZenzo and Meyers, but instead it's Logan Van Way in the 9th. He gives up 2 hits, 1 strikeout. He's gonna get optioned though to AAA because of Lance McCullers Jr. making his return today for the Astros. So great win for the Astros. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out.